Hey fandom, how's it going? Today, we're going to be talking about a series that has divided people. It's an omnibus format right now, and you can get it pretty cheap for around 30 bucks. So, if you haven't picked it up, it's actually a pretty good deal. For 30 bucks, you get a lot of comic for your buck. And this is X-Statix, the X-Statix Omnibus. Uh, where do we begin? Okay, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, Peter Milligan and Adler, they got together and they decided, we want to do X-Men. Okay, fine. Here's the thing. It's kind of funny because X-Force, they decided to take over X-Force. Now, X-Force was already in issue 115. So after issue 115, they just wiped the slate clean and started with their own team. No explanation. Just they said, yeah, we're going to take X-Force and doing away with it all. We're starting with our own team. So issue 116, which is something you would never see today. They would hype it up, they would build it up. Just out of nowhere, issue 116, people picked up the book and go, well, what the hell is this? What have they done? The characters aren't the same, they're gone, there's no explanation for it. They took the series and ran with it. And we've got X-Statix. Now, at the time, they first called it X-Force, and they ran with that title for about good 20, 24 issues, and then they rebranded it as X-Statix. But, yeah, you get the point. X-Statix is very much steeped in pop culture. It is making fun of celebrities. It is, basically, the basic concept is what would happen if you had an X-Force team that was run by Hollywood. It was a team that has a marketing machine behind it, and everything they do is based on propaganda and them wanting to get famous. And it is just some of the most cutthroat commentary of the time on Hollywood. It's very much steeped in the early 2000s. A lot of references are based on that. There is a story in here that is hilarious that involves a certain dictator. I'm not going to give it away. And a young child. They parody it, and it is heart-wrenching at the end of it, but the whole thing is hilarious. This is brilliant stuff, I think. It's not for everybody. You gotta understand, the art is Adler. If you've never seen Adler's art, it is very pop style. So, right there. But my favorite characters in this series, actually in one of the X-Men series, is Dead Girl. Dead Girl is freaking awesome. She's not introduced till later on in the series, and originally, Dead Girl was supposed to be Princess Diana. So yeah, they were going to actually throw Princess Diana into an X-Force team, but Marvel editorial said, we've given you enough free reign. No, you got to pull that back. You can't throw Princess Diana in an X-Force team. I think it would have been pretty cool, but they wouldn't do it. So, but yeah, anyway, the basic premise is that they are an X-Force team that is hired by Hollywood, and they are a propaganda machine. They sell things. They're very much, they want to be constantly in the limelight. They want to be in that celebrity status. And it deals with like all the celebrity stuff like drugs, alcohol, how jealousy erupts, and things like that. And characters get killed left and right. Yeah, I mean, just boom, just gone left and right. Like George R. R. Martin will look at some of these characters and go, damn, tone it down. But yeah, it's a great series. It's very much, like I said, just cutthroat with everything that with our celebrity obsessed culture and how we deal with things. But it's also an X-Men book, so they do go on adventures and things like that, and they take care of, you know, bad guys and everything like that. But it's more of a character study than anything else. It's not your typical let's just fly out, fight the bad guys, come back home. No. It's really a very big character study, and it has some of my favorite characters. Like I said, Dead Girl, You Go Girl's fantastic, Vivisector. They deal with homosexuality in the Marvel Universe and things like that. This could not be published today. I'm telling you that right now. Marvel would not let this be published today. This was at a time when Marvel was just coming out of the 90s, and they were bankrupt, and they were selling off characters and things like that, and they were just trying their best to kind of bounce back from that bankruptcy, and they would just throw anybody a bone. So they said, here, do whatever you want with X-Force, we'll let you start fresh, just get us something that's a hit. And at the time, this was very much it became a hit, but in certain circles. It wasn't this grandiose thing. It was very much a series where a lot of people dropped it off because they were pissed, because they were following X-Force for so long, and then all of a sudden issue 116 of this comes out and there's these new characters and nobody knows why. But like I said, pick it up. I love the art in this. This has, you know, the basic things for an omnibus. It has some cover designs and things like that. This is about 30 bucks, and it is huge. So you see there's some cover art, things like that. It is huge. You are getting a lot of comic for your buck. If you are paying more than $35, you're probably getting gypped right now, because this, you can find it on eBay, like I said, 45, 30 bucks around there. So don't pay that much for it, and you're getting a lot. I love this, the interior. Kind of see that. So yeah, like I said, pick it up with the caveat that you have to understand this is very weird, and this is very steeped in a period of the 1990s, early 2000s. So a lot of these references, they're dated. They're dated nowadays. So yeah, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Bye.